Woo! All right, everybody. It's 6:30 p.m. here on Friday. I am fired up, pumped up, excited, motivated, ambitious, hungry because I get to work with the best team in the door-to-door industry because I get to work with incredible people every day. Mitch and I drove 2 service trucks out to San Diego on Tuesday night. So we just got back really late last night, and I've been in the office all day today working and getting caught up on things, and I'm just happy. I'm just alive. I had a I had a conversation with a big grit leader today. I'm good friends with him, and I've tried recruiting this guy for years. And he was asking me about what's different with our group this year. He's like, dude, I see the writing on the wall, and what you guys are doing is special. He's like, people are selling more than they've ever sold. People love what you guys are doing. He's like, what's different? I told him, I said, look, truthfully, we are more aligned and more bought in than we ever have been. I said, I think everybody is working harder and making sacrifices more than we've done in years, but everybody's happy about it. And that's the difference. And we're happy about it because we believe in this opportunity, because we believe in this company, because we believe in the culture we're creating, and because what we're doing is special and it's different and it's not being done anywhere else in the industry. And when you're aligned like that, when you can feel it, when it means something like that to you, everything's different. You can do hard things and they're not as hard because you're bought in, because you like it, because you want to be here. Okay. When you believe in the opportunity, when you're fired up about the job and you want to do it at the highest level possible, the difficult days aren't quite as difficult. The rejection is all worth it. And you've got your vision, your sights set on the long term. Guys, you can do this job at the highest level possible. And I know it's hard. I know it's not easy. I know it can be frustrating, but when you pivot from an I have to an I get to, everything changes. I'm going to keep reminding you guys of this because it means something to me. And this year, I'm all in on I get to do the hard things. I get to be at the office late on a Friday night. I get to drive to visit San Diego sales reps. I get to knock the doors. It's worth it. I don't have to, I get to. Maybe I have to as well, but I get to. Okay, make that your mentality and the whole summer will change for you. Everybody, I've got a great podcast today. First, I'm going to talk about something important and really sad. And I don't like to talk about sad things, so hopefully this is the only time I have to do it. Second, I'm going to share some housekeeping with everybody. Third, I'm going to share some tips and tricks and insights that I've got. So tune in. Now, first off, for the sad news. We had to let go of a sales rep who I really liked this week. And I'm bummed about it. Just being frank, I'm freaking bummed because I really like this person. And they had great energy about them. And it was fun to see them being successful. And they were having one of the best summers they've ever had. Okay, this wasn't a bad sales rep. This was a sales rep who was really good at selling. This wasn't a bad sales rep who was negative and cancerous. This was a sales rep that I liked. He was happy. He was enjoyable to be around. But guys, things happened that were unacceptable. I'll never label someone as a bad person. He's not a bad person. He's a great person. Okay, but things happened that were unacceptable. Signatures were forged on customer contracts. Okay? Excuses were made and customers weren't understanding what was being sold. The sales rep refused to do the approve, even when called out. We asked him 2 or 3 times over the last couple of weeks. We said, hey, we've gotten reports of you forging signatures. We've gotten reports of customers not understanding the monthly billing. We've gotten reports of customers saying that you told them this wasn't a contract. Your cancellation's bad. Okay, we're getting more and more data as time goes on, more and more transparency as time goes on. We're going to be more on the pulse with this stuff than we've ever been. And we're going to call people out hard because, guys, we're the good guys. Our whole sales program is built on having integrity. Our whole sales program, everything that we're doing is built on doing things the right way, which means, gosh, we can't tolerate or allow for dishonesty. We cannot accept unethical behaviors. We can't. We would be frauds. We'd be hypocrites. And I refuse to be that. This is too important to me. What we're building is too special. There's too many of you that I care about. There's too many of us that this job means everything to. We cannot allow for bad apples to spoil the bundle or brunch or whatever you call it, bushel. We cannot allow for a bad apple to spoil the bushel. Okay, we have to root out anything that is not what a good guy would do. So if there's bad behaviors going on in your teams, guys, don't stop or don't allow it. Stop it. Call them out. Ask them to change. Ask them to step up and level up. Ask them to be different. Guys, this summer, I want us to win more than anything in the world. I want us to be number one. And I believe we will be. We're changing lives. We're crushing it. We're working freaking hard. We've got amazing momentum going. But do you know what I want more than winning? I want to do it the right way. I want to do it so that we can look everyone else in the eyes and say, hey, we're the good guys. We did it the right way. And I hope all of you wants that too. I hope all of you are willing to say, hey, I'm going to have integrity on the doors. If it costs me a number and an Instagram shout out, that's okay, because I'm doing it the right way. Because I'm doing it so that it lasts. Because I'm doing it so that I know I did my part. Guys, when you do it that way, a few things happen. Number one, you're aligned. Everything goes better. You can have conviction in what you're doing and feel good about it. And that means everything. Not more important, but really important and right up there with that, your retention's going to be freaking good. And you're actually going to get paid on the accounts. Guys, I've seen golden door reps with 30 to 40% retention. Garbage. You're a fraud. Complete fraud. That's not valuable to the company. That's not valuable to yourself. That's terrible. No one should respect someone who has no integrity. None of us. Zero respect for any sales reps or any salesperson who doesn't have integrity. None. Do it the right way or don't do it at all. And if you don't align with what I'm saying, well, then this probably isn't the right place to work. We're doing it the right way. We're the good guys. Guys, I have a list of several other sales reps who I'm talking to and I'm saying, hey, clean it up. Take me serious on this. Okay, this sales rep that we let go had over $100,000 in revenue on the board. They didn't want to quit, but we warned them too many times. There was evidence of them lying. We have proof. We can't let that person keep working for us. Guys, I believe in second chances, and this person got a second chance. But when you continue to do the wrong thing, game over. So I'm serious. We're going to start cleaning it up even more, and we're going to let people go when they will not rise to the standard. We cannot allow dishonesty here. We cannot allow bad sales rep behavior. We can't. No excuse for it. This company deserves too much out of us. They're too good. These people up in the call center, the saves department, they're freaking working their butt off trying to save your accounts. But when you lie to a customer, it's impossible to save it because it's our bad. We're wasting their time. We're robbing them of commissions. We have to do our part. All of us. Guys, rise to the occasion. And I don't think there's very many bad apples in our bushel. I think that 99% of our sales reps are doing it the right way and they're aligned. I can feel it. It fires me up, makes me excited. In fact, I have a positive story now, a good one. Okay, we just switched over like 3 or 4 sales reps from a competitor company. These were guys that were knocking or on their way to be knocking. But you know what happened? Okay, some stuff with the team's culture wasn't lining up with them. There was some hazing happening. In fact, some of you might have seen some videos on social media of Throwdown Thursdays where people are just getting beamed with eggs or shot with paintball guns or made to do freaking peanut butter runs and stupid things. Like, I get that there's some fun in some of that. But when it turns to hazing, when it turns to injury, when it turns to hurting someone, hucking an egg at them, stupid. That's freaking childish. This isn't a frat. This is a job. We're pros, not bros. We're the good guys. Okay, this is about making money. This is about providing for your family. This is about getting ahead, buying real estate. This isn't about throwing an egg at your homie. And again, I get that sometimes there's a time and a place for a little bit of fun. Like, a lot of you guys are 20 years old and fired up and hooting and hollering, and I get it. There's a time and a place for a lot of things, but there's a line, and you can't take it too far. And these guys saw what was happening on their team, and it had crossed the line. And they reached out and they said, hey, we like what the good guys are all about. We like the culture. We like the values. We resonate with it. We think that you guys can help us reach our goals, and we think we can help you reach yours. And they're pumped. And they're leaving. They're coming to the good guys. And that's awesome. Like, that's what we want. We want to be the premier spot in door-to-door where people look and they say, hey, you can trust those guys. because they do it the right way. They have integrity. They're the good guys. It's number one. Okay, I want to win more than anything else. But even more than winning, I want to do it the right way. So I'm asking all of you to level up with me, to raise the team to a higher standard. When you see unethical behavior, bad sales practices, people doing shady stuff, call them out. Okay? Call them out. Hold them to it. All right, let's do some housekeeping stuff. Daily incentive. We've got that going on for another 15 days. Got a lot of people that have won prizes. Reminder how that works. You should see it in your Enzy. If you don't see it in your Enzy, I have a list. Okay, we keep track. But it's whatever is sold and then serviced within a 3-day time window. So you have to get it serviced for the 4K benchmark, for the 5K benchmark, 6K benchmark, 7K, so on and so forth. Sold and serviced. And then you have to have 40% approve on the month. Okay, got to be doing approve. That brings me to the approve. Okay, we're doing it more than we ever have, and I'm proud of that. That said, we need to do even better. I've had a few leaders and sales reps ask me why it's so important. And they say, if I'm honest, why do I need to do approve? Like, I'm a good guy. Why would I need to do approve? I know I'm honest. Here's your answer. Approve is less for the sales rep than you would think. Okay, you think it's us trying to hold you accountable? It's really not. Guys, I'm not dumb. If you're a sketchy sales rep, you can do approve on 30 or 40% of your customers on the good ones and not do it on the 60 or 70% that you're scamming. Duh. Approve isn't really for the sales rep. Okay, so it's not for the sales rep. Then who's it for? Huh. The customer. Ding, 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 ding. The only other party to the transaction. It's for the customer. It's more for the customer than it is for the sales rep. A sketchy sales rep just won't do approve on their sketchy deals. It's not rocket science. It's for the customer. Okay? I don't know these customers. Hopefully we sell all good guy customers, but the reality is we sell some that aren't. Every day I see people call center, and they say, so-and-so lied to me. Did so-and-so lie? Who knows? Probably not. We're the freaking good guys. But they don't know that. They don't know that we're the good guys. A lot of door-to-door people lie. Okay, and when they say the sales rep lied, if we don't have evidence that you didn't lie, it's really hard to hold them to the contract. That approve gives you the stamp, gives you the check mark, and the call center can go and watch it and say, well, ma'am, we have on video record you agreeing that you understood the terms of this contract. And it gives them leverage and ability to price drop and, save the deal. We're going to hold you to the contract, but hey, we want you to be happier with us. What if we took off $10 a month? Save you some money. What if we did your next visit for 50% off? Whatever it is, save the deal. It's going to make us all a ton more money, but you guys got to commit. You got to do the approve. If I'm a sales rep, I'm trying to do 100% approve. Alex Doe texted me the other day. He's the definition of a good guy. One of my favorite reps I've ever worked with, and I'm really proud of him. He had 100 deals in serviced. He said he's done approve on 99 of them. Freaking cool. Shout out Alex Doe. I'm proud of that good guy. Really, really proud of him. Guess what, guys? His retention is going to be good because he's doing it the right way. I looked it up. He's only had like 3 or 4 cancels. Freaking awesome. He's doing it the right way. Like, that is how it should be done. That's how. Do the approves. Yeah, it's not rocket science. Do it. It will help. Like, man, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but I need more people to take me serious. Another reminder, we've got mini trucks on the way from Japan. Every approve that you do from now until after Memorial Day gets you a raffle ticket. We're going to raffle off one of those mini trucks right after Memorial Day. And it'll be here in St. George for you. And it's going to be epic. So do the approves. Somebody's going to win it. It could be one of you that only does one approve. Like, that's what's crazy about this. Obviously, the odds are the more you do, the better luck you have. But do the approve. We're going to raffle off some other gear and swag and stuff too. So do the approve. Incentives going forward are still going to have some element of it. So get used to it. When we go into competition season, approve will give bonus points for the competition. So do the approve. Like, it's really important to our company culture, and we're the good guys. Speaking of competitions, big reminder, we're going to have the Good Guys Finals starting in June. Okay. When we get to the playoffs for the Good Guys Finals, the format's going to be 3 one-day matchups every week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, serviced Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And your team has to win 2 out of the 3 in order to advance. The teams that advance and make it to the final rounds are going to win some unbelievable prizes. We'll roll those out later. but it's going to be for a lot of guts, a lot of glory, a lot of pride. Okay, early front runners, the Tyler, Texas, now Lubbock group is insanely good. The San Diego group is going to be insanely good. The Dallas, Texas group is phenomenal. They're big. That team's going to break out and spread out a little bit. So there's going to be 3 really dominant groups from that team. The smaller groups, Tri-Cities, they'll be able to link up with some of the other smaller groups. Pensacola's dynamic, like, guys, it's going to be hot. It's going to be good. Get fired up. Your team should want to win worse than anything else. And then we're going to have an individuals version of this. We'll have a rookie division, a sophomore division, and a vet division. Okay. And you're going to have multiple day matchups where you go head to head against another sales rep. And as you advance, you win prizes. It's going to be cool. So get fired up for that too. The competitions are going to be fun. You should want to compete so bad. It is like bragging rights out the door. It's the coolest thing ever. The San Diego team that we've got, they won the Aptiv Cup 3 years in a row. They're insane. Those guys want to win. They're hungry. This will fuel production and boost revenue numbers for all of us. Memorial Day. Guys, a week from Monday is Memorial Day. That is the single best day to sell pest control in the entire summer. It's number 1. It's the Black Friday of pest control sales. You will double your average production on Memorial Day. It's literally a double day. So if your average is 4K, you should sell at least 8K on Memorial Day. Like statistically speaking, that's accurate. Every year, this is a breakout day for the sales force. We'll have multiple rookies do 10K that have never done 10K before. We'll have multiple teams break 100K that have never done 100K before. We'll have multiple experienced reps and vets do 15 to 20K. It's crazy. Like, guys, Memorial Day is a really big deal. It's huge. Huge for the program. You know why? Because everyone's home. Everyone. Okay, people are coming back from their weekend to travel, coming back from their barbecue, they're hanging out, they're throwing back a cold ghost or whatever else they might throw back, maybe a little chilada. They're barbecuing a steak. They're vibing. When they're vibing, they notice bugs. When they notice bugs, they buy from you. Okay, it's the best day to sell pest control, and it's not close. We're going to have a little bit of increased pricing flexibility on Memorial Day, just to give you guys added incentive to get out there early and make it happen. My schedule for Memorial Day, and teams, listen up, team leaders, listen up. I'm doing a rally at like 7:45 at the gas station. Okay, we're getting Gatorades, we're getting energy drinks, we're getting some Jack Links meat sticks, maybe some Cliff Bars, whatever it takes. Loading up coolers. You're trying to hit your first door by 8:30. Memorial Day is big. Guys, I think our company PR so far is like 565K. I truthfully think we'll hit 1 million on Memorial Day. A milli bar. Get fired up. It's going to be good. Team leads. We got to push to make sure you have route availability. We need all hands on deck the day after Memorial Day. And I got to talk to Nate and Luke about this, but I think we should incentivize as many service pros as possible to run same-day routes on Memorial Day as well. So it's going to be big. I hope that you guys are as excited about it as I am. It's a great day for a great day. All right. I want to dive into some thoughts, some trainings, and some stuff that I hope will help us all get better as a sales force. I've called everybody out a lot. Now it's time to share some sauce, some of the good stuff. Oh, also, just some freaking shout outs. Like, I am so proud of this group. I travel out and visit the teams, and we were just with San Diego, and I'm inspired because I see how hard all of you work. I see the sacrifices. Guys, I'm working freaking hard too. I'm working harder than I've ever worked, and I'm proud of that. I feel more locked in, more dialed in, more dynamic than I've ever felt, and I'm really proud of that, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I'm inspired by everybody. Each team that I go visit, I see the good in each of you. I see how hard you're fighting. I see the effort. I see you guys trying to get to your goals, and it makes me so excited. Like, I'm serious. I'm so grateful to be part of this group. I just wake up grateful and alive, just motivated and hungry. We're close to 20 million, everybody. Like, we should hit 20 million within the next 2 or 3 days. And that's insane. Insane. 20,000 homes getting sprayed for pest control because we've gone out as a team and we've made it happen. Insane. Inspired. Greatness. That brings me to bullet point number 1. Squeeze every juice, every drop out of the lemon. Squeeze all the juice out of the lemon, every drop. I talked to the San Diego team about this. Okay. So a little of this is going to be a repeat for some of you guys, but it's good stuff. Everybody knows about turning lemons into lemonade, right? You have a bad day, when you have something tough happen, you try to make the most out of it. Another saying involving a lemon that gets talked about less, but I think it's also really important, is squeezing every drop of juice out of that lemon. Like, take it for all it's worth. And I want you guys to think about this summer in that regard. Whether you work as hard as you possibly can or you sit on the curb every day, you're out there. Whether you make the most out of it and squeeze every last drop of juice, or you only get half the juice, it's the same freaking lemon. You're out there. Some of you are going to sweat, bleed, sacrifice everything for this summer because of what it means to you. And some of you will only get halfway there. And I would challenge you guys to be the sales rep that leaves it all out there, that is too obsessed, that works too hard. Guys, do you know how many sales reps over the years that have had come to me and say, man, I regret how hard I worked? Zero. Exactly zero. Do you know how many sales reps I've had over the years that have come to me and said, I wish I would have worked harder? Hundreds. Hundreds. I just had one message me today. Man, dude, I really should have worked harder when I worked for you guys. I really should have worked harder. Like, now that I'm in a corporate job, I see how good that opportunity was. I wish I would have worked harder. I wish I would have took advantage of it. I had a buddy come visit down in St. George like 2 weeks ago, and he's doing corporate software sales or some BS now. Tells me all the time, he's like, dude, I should have never left. It's like, I didn't realize how good I had it. I was freaking lazy. I wish I would have worked harder. Guys, squeeze every drop of juice out of the lemon. I have a story to go along with this. So my first summer, I told the San Diego team this week too, so it's a little bit of repeat for you guys, but it's a good story. My first summer, I sucked. Okay, my first couple weeks. Sold one account my first day, then I bageled 3 days straight. Then I think I sold one, and then I bageled some more. My first 2 weeks, I sold maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 accounts. I wasn't very good. There was this girl on the team that I had a crush on. Her name was Morgan. And I actually, I was crushing hard. There were some sparks. She's not half the woman Emma is, but I liked Morgan at the time. And I was driving home after a bagel day in that first 2 weeks, and she, kind of looked over at me and she goes, "When are you gonna quit?" I was like, "What?" She goes, "When are you gonna quit?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Well, you're not very good at this job. When are you gonna quit?" I said, "Well, no, I guess I'm not, but I'm never gonna quit. No matter what, I will work my hardest every single day, and I'll learn and I'll grow. And I know that I'll be better because of that." And I remember saying, if I finish the summer as the worst sales rep on the team, I'm going to finish the summer. And I'll be grateful for the experience and excited about it because I know I'm going to learn. And I look back and I'm so grateful that that was my vantage point and perspective. And I'm so grateful that I stuck to my word. And I'm grateful that I didn't end up being the worst sales rep. In fact, I ended up being freaking good at the job. I finished as a top 10 rookie and did 300 accounts, and it changed my life. There's a second story in that summer that goes along with this one. There was another kid on the team named Cameron Olson. Okay. And Cameron started out really good. He sold like 10 deals his first week and 15 his second. Like, he was a freak. And I remember being so inspired by Cameron. And he was phenomenal. And after I figured it out, like after that 2 weeks, I got to the point where I was dang good. And in fact, there was a day where I think it was in June, might have been late May. Nah, had to have been June. Yeah, it was like mid to end of June. I caught Cameron. Okay, he had 140 deals, and he had been 50 ahead of me, and then 40, and then 30, and then 20, and then 10, and then I caught him. And I remember coming home and sitting next to him in the apartment. He goes, "Dude, you freaking caught me today." I'm like, "Yeah, buddy. Yes, I did." And he's like, "You dog. Like, I cannot believe you caught me. What are you doing out there?" And he's asking me questions about how I do it. I'm answering him, and I'm like, "Dude, this kid's freaking good. Why is he asking me? I want to hang out. I want to vibe. I want to chill. I don't want to talk about sales. I just had a long day." But he's grilling me. He's like, "How'd you do it? What are you doing better than me?" I'm like, "I don't know." So I sit there and chop it up with him. He goes out the next day and he outsells me. I'm like, "Okay, I'll catch back up. I'm better than him." He comes home and he's studying the manual. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm trying to get better. He's studying the pitch. He's going and asking everybody how they did it. What do you do? What do you say when someone says this? What do you do when someone does this? How do you overcome this objection? How do you close this situation? How do you pitch this demographic? He's doing this every day for weeks. Truthfully, we're all like maybe a little annoyed. I'm like, dude, I just want to hang out. I don't want to talk sales. It's June. Why would I want to talk about sales? We don't get much time off the doors. I want to hang out. Guys, I never caught Cameron again. He blew me out of the water the rest of the summer. I finished the summer with 303 deals. I made like 40 grand. Okay, contract values are smaller back then. Cameron finished the summer with like 470 something. He crushed me the second half of the summer because he continued to improve and he wanted to keep getting better. And he was willing to do little things every day to iron out and dial up his pitch. And he crushed me. Guys, Cameron outsold me by 170 accounts. Now, what's crazy about this job is the way it works with the pay scale. The more you sell, the more you make. So Cameron made way more percentage than I made. I made like 40 grand. Guys, Cameron made 100,000. He made 2.5 times as much money as me. Changed his life. Cameron went home and bought a dope truck. I bought a crappy Ford Focus. He freaking crushed me. And well deserved because he blew me out of the water with his work ethic. And he continued to get better. And he dialed it up. Guys, consistency is rare, intensity is common. I was really good, but I wasn't as consistent as Cameron. I didn't want to do the extra little things at the end of the day. I didn't want to improve. Not bad enough. I'm sure I did, right? I would have said, yeah, I want to get better. But I didn't do what it took, and he did. And because of that, he made 2.5 times as much money as me. And I was good at the job. Guys, there are individuals on your team who are yet to catch their stride, but they're outworking you. If they continue to outwork you and they continue to outtrain you, they'll blow you out of the water. If you're talented and good at this job, take training serious. Take improvement serious. Listen to self-help podcasts. Listen to these podcasts. Ask everyone on your team how they do it, what makes them special. Record your pitch. Dissect it at night. Listen to how you can improve it. Ask the top reps on your team to go over their pitch with you. Record their pitches so that you can listen to how they do it. Devour Mazer sales training. Guys, we've paid Mazer a lot of money, and I hope that we're using his trainings. Those pitch videos are so good. I sent in a couple of his YouTube links to some kids the other day, and sure enough, right away, they got a sale. Like, guys, it's so valuable. And if you can learn something today that helps you get a sale tomorrow, don't you think it'll also help you get a sale the rest of the summer? Those sales compound and they turn into tens of thousands of dollars in commissions. It's worth it. Small effort, small extra effort pays huge, huge dividends. Learn to sell a little bit higher ACV. Learn to improve your service to sales ratio. Learn to sell more multi-years. These low-hanging fruit items, they add up. Guys, winning is found in the small parts of every day. It's not usually the huge, giant, enormous things. It's the small things. Winning is found in the small things every day. And we need to keep winning. We need to stay hungry. We need to keep a chip on our shoulders. We got to do things the right way and the best we possibly can. We got to keep winning. End of the story. Oof. Cameron Olson. I'm still really good friends with Cam. Freaking stud, dude. I stayed consistent with this job much longer than Cameron. He crushed me that first summer. He probably beat me the second summer too. But I stayed more consistent after that, and I grew my organization and my downline. And now, when you look at it just purely numerically, I'm not saying I'm beating Cameron at life. He's like one of my best friends, and I love him. But when it comes to this job, like, I won. I'm leading the best sales force in the industry, and I'm grateful for that. I don't say that to be braggadocious, but I learned from that experience. I learned that you got to keep getting better, and I have made it a huge emphasis point for myself, for my entire life, to keep showing up and keep getting better, and that's not going to stop. I have lofty aspirations for this group. Lofty. Like, I want us to be number one, and I get a little scared. I get a little, "Ugh," but I believe we can do it. Mitch believes we can do it. Nate and Luke believe we can do it. Talk to my brothers and Mark and McKenna and Aiden and Kyle Sheehan and Mike Sharp and Trevor and the Lubbock crew. Everybody believes we can do it. We can. Like, this is a dynamic, good group. We are going to win, but we all got to lock in and we all got to keep getting better. We have to work a little bit harder than we want. We have to do a little bit more than we do. We have to win in the small parts of every day, continue to train, continue to improve. Guys, learn from Cameron Olson and do what he did that first summer. I wish I would have done it. Do you know how much an extra $60,000 would have meant to me at that time in my life? Nearly would have killed someone for that. That's life-changing money. Life-changing. Guys, it's right there. You can reach out and grab it. Be the person who's willing to do what it takes and do it the right way. That's more than anything else. Love you guys. Be a good guy. Let's get it.